Right, that's day 5 complete. It's so cold out here, I can't actually feel my face. So yesterday, it was day 5, I couldn't do the video. I had a bit of a reaction to the whatever it was they put in, that I dread to think actually what it is. And within about half an hour of getting back to my room, I started to feel very, very cold, very, very tired, even colder, even more tired, had to sleep for a bit. Then after that, lots of stomach discomfort, and then hot, roasting, absolute roasting hot, and I wasn't really well enough to get out of bed. So I basically I spent the rest of the day in bed watching a Netflix series, I forget what it's called now, Archive 82. Very good actually, very good series. Now it got me thinking a little bit, because a little part of me wondered just for a moment yesterday how they perforated in going in, and they basically shoved the tube through the bowel. Very unlikely. The staff are highly professional, and it's a very unlikely event, but it's still theoretically possible. When I was a nurse, it was one of those things that I was very aware of. Never knew it happen. I knew of one case that a colleague told me about that she had seen firsthand on the unit that I worked on, but I don't know of any other first-hand experience. But people do this thing themselves. Don't do it yourself. I had a look on some of the forums actually this week, and I had a look at what are people doing in their desperation, but also in their attempt to basically bypass the medical process, which I fully understand. It's expensive, it's not easy to come by, sometimes you have to travel a long way, as I've had to do. So people do a DIY one. They select a person who they think is very, very healthy. Poop in this pot. Yeah, don't do that. I suspect there's a whole load of risks there. Now, yesterday's experience suggested to me the risk is actually probably quite high if you're doing this unscreened and doing it yourself, because essentially what's happening is you're being infected with not just one infection, a whole raft of infections. Basically, the colon is just full of different bacteria. Now, everyone has their own different particular microbiota makeup, and some people will have bacteria they're familiar with, and then there'll be other people who have ones that say I've never had. And I suspect yesterday part of the reaction was an immune response to being infected with something that is an infective material. Yeah, so don't do this at home, people. Do it properly. Fly to Slovakia or wherever if you have to, but don't do it yourself. That's disgusting.